right, everyone, welcome to. We're inside a Christmas package, right?
Yeah,
a present.
We're gonna barf Christmas.
It is that time of year.
door, dude.
How much?
2,500.
Oh. So welcome to that time of year, everyone. It is the Christmas time. Get in
Non-stop Christmas. Well, no, you go ahead, dude. Keep going because you're gonna be close. It's 2,500 for that door, dude.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to.
We're gonna be playing snowy, present-y, Christmassy maps for this time of year.
For the entire month of December, normal. Even if they're there, we'll play them, after December. But all of these are going to be Christmas. Some oldie and goldies.
The beauty of this, we just come out of Thanksgiving. We just came out of Halloween, which all had some good maps, No. This is.
I better start shooting.
This gun.
Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, so there's the Bloodhound here.
Yeah, it's not
for
good.
50. Throw your nades in there when you can.
Throw your nades.
And I did put a community post on there, but in case some of you don't read that, I'm not ignoring the comments. I will be getting back to it. It's just for 3 straight weeks, I've had some sort of flu or cold, and I've got energy to record these with Meaty and have some fun, but that's about it. I will get back to it, I promise.
Look at that. 4 grenades.
All right, open it up, man.
Strategically placed. RK5.
Tell me there's... Whoa, okay.
Oh, dude. Is that
That's
a shootable
good,
up there? What is that now?
It was. I just shot it. Oh, shoot.
6,000.
Hey.
Oh. Oh, no. This is tight like a tiger.
Yep.
What kind of Christmas is this, man? The zombies are going to kill us.
It's Christmas time in the city.
What is... Oh, that guy made it out of the ground. You evil.
Oh, my God.
This is super tight, dude. It's 6K. We're in trouble. I think we need to get back in that other room.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need that. Oh, damn, dude.
It's 6,000.
Dude, we're not even close.
No, it's 6. That's why I'm saying maybe we should get back here. I know
they're going to be watch there, I'll watch here.
Yeah, they're going to be coming that way, but... Anyway, getting back to what our mindset is. We had a great Halloween season with some really fun Halloween maps, right?
Yep.
And then Thanksgiving rolled around, and we just finished up the You Always Win 2022 contest.
Yep.
Oh,
hey!
dogs. Oh, shoot. And now we're into Christmas. And it was funny. I was thinking about this, that Christmas and Thanksgiving are like the best food holidays, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's all about the food. I love it. I just had some more ham for breakfast before we started playing. So this is like Tuesday, the following Tuesday. It's almost been a week, and I'm still just grazing on. We had a little tiny ham, but a couple little pieces here and there.
Well, it's just 2 of you. I mean, what are you gonna do?
While we're building up our 6,000 points, I forgot to tell you that I went out and I made a steak sandwich a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know what cut of meat it was. Because
you were trying to tell me, and I was like, well, what did you use?
They're only spawning up there. I went in there and I told the butcher, at Sprouts, I'm like, hey, look, I want to make a steak sandwich. And, I'm going to obviously do this, that, and the other thing. I don't know what cut of meat to use for that. Of course you could go with something like really expensive.
Yeah, ribeye, strip loin.
Yeah, but why would you? Because, a steak sandwich. So he gave me something, and I, like an idiot, didn't look at it, and I cooked it, and it was really good. I told him I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to put on a ciabatta. It's going to be delicious. So the only thing I could describe was this nice cut of meat, and it had a string around it, like they do, with filet,
right?
Like
a filet mignon. Yeah.
It definitely wasn't filet, but they had a string around it for no apparent reason.
Sometimes they do that with ribeye, but
yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back to Sprouts. This is like 2-3 weeks later.
If you can find it, right?
Yeah. And it was actually a different butcher. I told her, I'm like, listen, here's what happened. I explained to her. I told her what I told him, and told her, the string and this, that, and the other thing. And I also said how much it was. And she goes, oh, that's top sirloin.
Oh, okay.
So it was a top sirloin.
Dude, I got enough.
It was a top sirloin fillet. That's what it was, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because they kind of look like sometimes they'll make the medallion cut, which will look like, oh, dude, box.
Symbol monkey, box, double. Where the heck's power then?
You need
it's
a gun.
in there.
Why you no get gun? All right, I'm
You
hitting
get it.
then.
You get it. If you got money, get it. I'll try and cover you. So it was a top sirloin fillet, and you know what? It was really good. And listen, the first one that I got to make the steak sandwich, it was $4.
Oh yeah, much cheaper.
Not $14, right? So I'm like, all right, you know what I want to do? I want to go try and find what it was, which I did. And then, I want to try and make it as just a steak, right?
Right. Instead of just on a sandwich.
Yeah. And so I went, I figured out what it was. I got it. $5, right? $5.
Yeah.
And, maybe we need to shoot all the... Hey, I just shot that. It opened it. Turn on the power. It was like the last shootable up there. I think that's what opened that door.
Oh, so this is the map.
This is it.
Okay. We're in a present. It's the Christmas present.
It's a miracle. So anyway, I did get it. It was $5. It was good size. I cooked it in a pan again because I haven't started my charcoal thing yet. It's not snowing.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. I think
partly they use that cut too, and although sometimes you'll see it with tenderloin, but they'll use that cut for the bacon wrap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you take a thing of bacon, wrap that around.
Yeah.
Dude, perfect.
That's why I wanted to tell you because you're the cook of the two of us, and top sirloin. Like I said, top sirloin fillet. So it was a medallion round cut, right?
Yeah.
It was really good, and part of it was that it was only $5. But dude, I just did the salt and pepper, that we do. And yeah. I'm like, dude, I will totally go for that because I can get that more often than going in for a $14 steak.
Yeah, and
right?
it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't break the bank,
Yeah. We're in a race to 22.
Yeah, only once in a while will I get, good stuff. Like for Christmas, I'll get prime rib.
Oh,
get a prime rib with the bone in and do it in the roast.
Oh, speaking of that, you just reminded me that when I was a kid, we didn't get steak or anything that much. But when we did, we always had T-bone, right?
Oh, yeah. T-bone's good.
Come to find out that on one side's the fillet and the other side is like a New York strip or a ribeye.
Yeah, strip loin on one side, tenderloin on the other.
So I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty
interesting.
That's
why that one side, that small piece, is super tender and luxurious.
Super tender, right?
Yeah, because that's the tenderloin. But so, if you want tenderloin though, you don't get a T-bone. Like as much as it includes it, it's the crappier cut. Like it's the upper portion, it's the end tip sort of thing. But it's still tenderloin, and it still tastes amazing.
Right.
And you still get that strip loin.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We had one that was long. It was like a Yule log,
Yeah.
Like 6-8 inches long, a tenderloin, and then you wrap it. You got to take off the silverfish on it. That skin.
Yeah.
And then that's like when we used to do when everyone would come over, we'd do something big like that.
Yeah. You know what I've yet to make? Only because I'm not. I don't know, man. It's an expensive way to do it, but I want to make a Beef Wellington, like a full Beef Wellington.
Yeah.
You can make individual ones, but
man, I've seen that. Like it's a Ramsay thing, right?
Yeah,
Chef Ramsay.
So you use the beef tenderloin center cut, a Chateaubriand or whatever, and it's the most expensive cut.
that inside of bread. Like to me, I'm
Well,
like
that's
gotta
just
be
it.
hard, right?
It's that's why I've always been putting it off. You got to get the temperature right, and it not just that. It is an extremely expensive meal to make because you're
Oh, okay.
using. You can use other cuts, but like a true beef Wellington, like
Yeah.
uses like I said, I think it's called the Chateau Briand or whatever,
Right.
and that's the center cut, the best part of the tenderloin.
Oh, okay.
And so you wrap that in duxelle, which is like a finely minced mushroom.
Right.
Some people wrap it in prosciutto,
Oh,
and then you
prosciutto.
you have it like rubbed in mustard, and then you have that pastry around. Oh, nice. Yeah, and then you have the pastry, but it has to be cooked to basically medium or medium rare or whatever.
It's almost like you need those kind of
Without burning it.
professional cooking things, like the oven or whatever.
Well,
they
that's just
use,
it. Like
right?
cheap ovens, dude. Those like when I go up to my buddy's cottage, you know, I go up every year. The stove up there is terrible.
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh my god, like it is. I struggle to make meals on that thing because it's like the old school coil electric.
Oh,
which is one of the
electric,
absolute worst for cooking. Then you've got the induction, which is not that much. The flat tops aren't that much better. The absolute best, hands down, and you already know this, is gas.
Yeah, and with the
No
high,
chef. Yeah.
high BTU.
Yeah, it's just, well, you have way more control over it, right? Even the ovens, they're much better made.
Yeah, we had a good stove at our last house, right? We had like a KitchenAid or a Viking, and it had six
you had a good
burners,
stove.
6 burners on it, and like one of the burners could go to like whatever 16,000 BTUs, and then there was another one that could go down so low, like on a perfect simmer setting, right?
Yeah.
And a nice vent hood, a really nice vent hood. And I didn't realize, I'm just like, oh, it's a stovetop. But now here it's electric. I'm like, this sucks.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
this
it's
is
terrible.
bad.
Yeah, where we are right now,
I
the stove
hate
is
electric.
flat top. Yeah, it's not good, dude. It's very hard to control. It's very hard to keep it consistent. But again, when you make that Wellington, dude,
Yeah.
like I don't know what it is, US dollars, but a proper center cut Chateaubriand tenderloin, $80 for it.
Wow.
That's just the meat. I mean, then you've got all the other stuff that's got to go on there.
Holy cow.
Like that's why I keep
Even
putting
if
it
I
off.
could
I'm like,
afford that, I would not. I would be so scared to mess it up. you know?
Exactly. Dude, that's why like I'm like, okay, I really want to do it. Like so desperately want to cook one of those. Like for like Christmas even.
Yeah.
But like a practice where it's like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, and you would have to practice, right? There's max ammo out there.
I'm not going to make it for the first time on Christmas and ruin Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to practice that sucker.
So I have to make a practice dinner, $100 dinner. Like I mean, if you're including everything else, like that's expensive.
That's
man.
scary though. Yeah.
I know.
Symbol monkeys.
I really, really do want to make it, but prime rib is always everyone's fine with it. The only thing is that my in-laws, they're what is this jammed in here?
Jammed.
You know, they're kind of traditional-ish. You know, they they want the turkey.
Yeah.
With the stuffing, but no one in this house. First of all, Pam's a vegetarian,
Right.
and then all 3 of my boys aren't big fans of turkey. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a turkey because 2 people from my wife's side of the family want a turkey. Like that's also not cheap,
Right.
and that's a lot of work for 2 people. I'm like, well, so my thing is, if you want it, make one then. Like I'm not making a turkey.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of turkey at all, and a lot of people probably were insightful saying, "Well, you probably grew up having dry turkey," which is true.
Yeah.
You know, but I'll eat like turkey. What do you call it? Like lunch meat to make a sandwich.
yeah.
That's fine. And
leftover turkey sandwiches are
yeah,
fantastic.
and I was fine with turkey bacon for a while, you know.
Oh yeah.
But turkey
it's
itself,
not terrible.
Turkey itself is just like I don't know, it's boring.
I always ate the dark meat.
I had to cover it in gravy, right?
Yeah.
Not just because of dryness, but because of like flavor. And I'm not a big
dude, you
salt.
gotta have sauce.
I'm not a big salt person. Like definitely salt while cooking. You know, layering of the flavors like you do. But not salt after the fact. I never grab
anything
salt.
made properly should not need salt. Like if it's cooked, I'm just saying, it shouldn't. I mean, other than when you get French fries.
These guys are getting serious, dude.
Oh yeah, about success. Yeah. Okay, so one way you can go about it, which is very, very difficult to make it juicy, is brining it.
Oh yeah,
But you would have to brine the entire turkey for like at least 24 hours, then cook it, and that will actually make it very juicy. But that's also a tremendous amount of work.
Yeah,
you know
I think
what I mean?
they did that. I think they, at the end when we were doing the big parties and stuff and we had a turkey and a ham, I would be out in the backyard with the dog at the electric smoker, right, from Home Depot, smoking my ham, and they would be inside and they brined. They had like, I can't describe what they put in there, but those little like all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, you can put herbs and stuff like that, but it's mainly sugar and salt. And water. Like
what
it's
those
like
little
a lot
pea-looking things, like
pea?
Not peas, but they like
capers.
Capers, yeah, they had capers. I remember capers being in the brine and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can infuse it. The problem with anything like a lot of people put a lot of stuff in the brine, but those flavors, no matter what herbs you put in, garlic, all that stuff, only sort of taints the very thinnest of the outside. It won't permeate throughout the meat, whereas the actual salt brine and sugar brine will go right down into it'll absorb because it's on a cellular level, right?
Right.
Whereas the flavor is just kind of superficial. People like it, and I'm not saying it doesn't taste better, but is it worth the work? I don't know. I'm actually brining chicken breasts right now.
Yeah. Well, do you still doing that sous vide stuff? Is that kind of
I do experiment
idea?
with it, but it's hit or miss. Like sometimes I find like the steaks, like okay, fine, it cooks it absolutely perfect medium rare every time, and then you just sear it. But it tastes much better when you like sear it and then cook it. Bring the temperature up slowly and let it roast, and put lots of butter on it, and just like restaurants do,
See, when we went to Christmas, it would be something like a big tenderloin or something, But I always was like the black sheep, right? I'm on the back, everyone's inside, it's Christmas. I'm outside with the dog, and I'm making my ham.
Yeah. Dude, I love ham because it's almost always juicy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's smoky, it's juicy, and pork has a ton of flavor.
I would put my own little like brown sugar, a little Jack Daniels or something, and I'd make up this little paste and I'd paint it on there, and then I'd throw it out there in the smoker. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with those smokers. They're really cheap. They're like $40-$50. They look like R2-D2, like a little dome. And they're just electric. And you put pellets in the bottom inside aluminum foil. And dude, I actually found that you can smoke too much. Like I did one like packet of pellets, and once it looked like it was gone, I put in another one. I'm like, that's too much smoke. Because spiral cut, it gets into the center.
Yeah.
And it was a little
then it tastes like
smoky.
you're eating a campfire.
Exactly, it did too.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
luckily I love smoked. I had last night. I had smoked duck breast.
Oh wow! I think I was using applewood, and then I would put. You know how you put like a liquid in a pan above the smoke to keep.
Apple juice. Sometimes
I would do apple juice. Yeah, juice, and that was really the perfect one. It was applewood or cherry wood or something with the apple juice. It was so good.
Ribs are super delicious that way too.
Oh, I love ribs too. Yeah, I'm a rib
One thing
fan.
I've always wanted to make, again, another thing I haven't made just because, well, I don't have the proper thing to cook it, is a brisket.
Oh, brisket.
You watch those barbecue cook-offs and it's always like the brisket is the king of the barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever has the best brisket is like the king. Even if the other
That's
teams
right.
won all the
Those
other things.
barbecue championships, like the
Oh
brisket
yeah,
thing.
brisket,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, it's not here.
Brisket time. We used to. My friend did some tri-tip, which is a cheap
Oh, yeah,
cut,
yeah.
right? But tri-tip
Yeah.
is one of those things you can eat more often because it's a little cheaper. But he
Yeah, it's
did
not
it
gonna
with
break the bank.
those air fryers, right? The air
Oh yeah,
fryer.
yeah.
Oh, dude, it was so good. It was so good because it like somehow got crispy on the outside, like I like, and it was tender.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was super juicy.
You know what?
Clean up-
I should probably bring that out because you know what? I was cooking something last night too as an experiment. I'm trying to get more creative with my vegetables, get like a Mediterranean mix. So I had I know you don't always like these things, but I had yellow and green zucchini, eggplant, cremini mushrooms, and red peppers. And then all I did was put a little bit of olive oil on them, salt, pepper, and some oregano.
Right.
But I found after roasting them in the oven for like 20-25 minutes, they're too soft. I don't,
Oh.
like eggplant goes very, very soft.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know, no one complained about it, but the comment was, and I shared it, was it was too soft. Like I
Yeah.
want kind of my vegetables al dente,
Yeah. No, I
but
agree.
I want
If-
some brown on it,
I like
And
eggplant,
thought-
like eggplant
Yeah.
parmesan or stuffed eggplant.
Yeah,
But it's got to
yeah,
have a
but I don't like it
texture to
mushy.
it. No.
Yeah, I don't want it mushy.
You can take whatever. My favorite food in the world. If it's mushy, pizza. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you just ruined my favorite food. I'm all
Yeah.
about texture and the softness of it, or anything that needs to
Yeah.
be soft is not
Oh,
for me.
it's huge important, dude. Texture, like flavor and balance. Texture is big. If you get the wrong texture, it can throw the whole meal off. Nobody wants to eat that.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh geez, they got me pinned in the corner. I couldn't reload or switch guns.
Nobody puts meaty in the corner.
Nobody.
So I when you said air fryer, I was like, maybe if I haven't used my air fryer in many years.
Yeah.
But maybe if I put them in there, they'll go crispy, or maybe I need to put a coating on them. I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to buy. I don't own an air fryer. I wanted to buy one because after that tri-tip, I'm like, this is glorious. But I don't know which one to get. You were giving me some hints at them. Which ones?
I got a large. I haven't bought one in years, so no idea. But I had a large Tefal.
Oh yeah.
One that had like this little scoop that would just go around and around. It would lift them off the bottom. It was pretty good. And you know what? To be honest, like before we had a deep fryer, the air fryer makes French fries at home
Yeah.
way better than the oven. The oven sucks.
Really?
I don't care how you make them. I don't care if you lightly toss them in some oil or whatever and then put them
Yeah.
in the oven. An air fryer is like in between the oven and a deep fryer. You put a little bit of
yeah.
oil on them and they go crispy and they have that nice, quasi-oily taste, but,
Got him.
Yeah,
Yeah, air fryer. You gotta whip that back out and try some things in that.
Yeah, I want to get vegetables. Like I'm trying to keep vegetables going. Like right now, I'm like in constant rotation between green beans, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. Oh, and sometimes cauliflower.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it's the only ones that they like, and I always oven roast them, so they go crispy and they go like almost blackened,
Yeah.
So you get the
sh-
crisp outside, but
You should do some poblano chilies. They're really big chilies.
oh, I know I cook with poblanos all the
Yeah.
time. I put it in my rice,
Yeah. You can
And
stuff
chili.
those things too, like with rice
like
and
a
stuff.
oh yeah. You know what's nice
really-
about them is they've got a little heat, but they don't have a lot of heat.
No, yeah,
not as
it
hot
just-
as a jalapeno.
No, just very flavorful. There's another
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other big one.
Guajillo. That's
There's
that's
like
more
one,
of a
I don't know if it's like a name of a state or a city.
California pepper.
No.
You know what there is? I'm
Is
saying
there
that.
a
That's what I.
California one? Yeah?
When I make my chili paste for tacos and chili, I use like dried chilies.
Yeah.
So I use ancho, which is dried poblanos. I use California guajillos, chipotle, and I can't remember. There's another one, but the California one's not too bad. They're not too hot, but they're like long. They're longer, but they're not as wide as a poblano.
Right.
Was there a different one that you were?
Yeah, I thought so. There's some like Vegas or something weird like that. You know, it's
Anaheim.
Anaheim, yeah, Anaheim.
Yeah, Anaheim. I think Anaheim is California. That's why I thought
Well, yeah,
about it. I'm
Anaheim
like, oh, wait.
was. I lived right by Anaheim's where Disneyland is. So
Yeah, is that it? The Anaheim Peppers?
probably some of those they're
Yeah,
so
yeah.
big you can clear them
Yeah,
out and
yeah, yeah, for
stuff
sure.
them with like pork and rice and
I can't get
it's just
fresh
so
though. I
good.
can only get those dried. I can only get poblanos fresh.
You know what we should do?
What?
Seriously. So
What?
there's
Hey,
this
it's round 22.
there's this chili festival in Hatch, New Mexico, right? And it's
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
epic. We should go there.
Ah, no.
We should go there sometime.
Dude,
to
I
the-
would totally go to a
The
chili
Hatch
festival.
Chili Festival.
Chili time.